Millionaires aren't saving money the way you think they are. While the average American believes wealthy people pinch pennies and skip lattes, data from a 2025 UBS study reveals something shocking. 83% of millionaires spend more freely than middle-class families in specific categories. The difference isn't how much they save. It's what they automate, eliminate, and optimize using tools most people don't even know exist. The traditional advice about saving money is keeping you broke. Here's what the wealthy actually do. Rich people don't sit down with spreadsheets every Sunday night. They eliminated that habit years ago. Instead, they use AI-powered financial systems that track, categorize, and analyze every dollar automatically. Tools like Monarch Money and Copilot AI don't just show where money goes. They predict future spending patterns using machine learning algorithms trained on millions of transactions. Here's the counterintuitive part. Wealthy individuals check these apps less frequently than broke people check their bank accounts. A 2024 Fidelity study found that millionaires review their finances 67% less often than households earning under $75,000. Why? Because they've automated alerts for anomalies. The AI notifies them only when something matters. If spending in any category exceeds historical patterns by 15%, they get a ping. Otherwise, silence. This psychological shift is massive. Poor people obsess over every transaction because they're managing scarcity. Rich people set boundaries and let technology enforce them. The average person wastes 4 hours monthly tracking expenses manually. That's 48 hours yearly. Multiply that by an average hourly value of $35, and manual tracking costs $1,680 in lost productive time. The wealthy recognized this math years ago and automated themselves out of the problem. This sounds backwards, but wealthy people spend more to save more. They subscribe to premium versions of apps, hire virtual assistants, and pay for automation software that costs hundreds monthly. The logic is pure ROI. Take grocery shopping. The average American spends 2.3 hours weekly grocery shopping and meal planning, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's 119.6 hours yearly. Wealthy households pay for AI-powered meal planning services like Eat This Much Premium or use grocery automation through services that cost 3 to 4 times more than doing it yourself. But here's the calculation they're making. If those 120 hours are redeployed into income-generating activities or strategic thinking, even a modest hourly value of $75 creates $9,000 in opportunity value. The premium service costs may be $800 annually. That's a 10-to-1 return. Middle-class families see the $800 cost. Wealthy families see the $9,000 opportunity. This extends everywhere. Rich people pay for AI tax software that costs $300 instead of spending 12 hours doing taxes manually. They pay for automated bill negotiation services like Rocket Money Premium that save an average of $320 yearly on subscriptions and bills. The pattern is consistent. They spend money to buy back time, then convert that time into wealth. The average person does the opposite, spending time to save small amounts of money while losing massive amounts of potential income. Wealthy people turned saving into a game years before gamification became a buzzword. But they're not using simple savings challenges. They're using AI-driven competitive platforms that create accountability through social pressure and data transparency. Apps like capital and savings competitions through private wealth networks use algorithms that match you against anonymous peers with similar income profiles. Every week, the AI shows you how your savings rate compares to people earning within 5% of your income. This isn't about guilt. It's about leveraging competitive psychology. A Stanford study from 2023 found that people who competed in AI-matched savings challenges saved 41% more than those using traditional savings apps. The AI removes excuses by matching you against people facing identical financial constraints. When someone earning $72,000 saves 18% of their income, and you're earning $71,000 but saving 9%, the AI makes that gap visible. No judgment, just data. Wealthy families extend this further by creating private competitions within their social networks. 5 families commit to a 6-month savings challenge. An AI system tracks everyone's savings rate and shares progress weekly. The winner chooses the charity that receives a pooled contribution from all participants. This combines competition, community, and purpose. The gamification isn't childish. It's behavioral economics weaponized for wealth building. The average person relies on willpower alone. Wealthy people engineer their environment and use technology to make saving inevitable. Here's a habit that sounds like deprivation, but isn't. Wealthy people schedule automated luxury blackouts. For 1 month per quarter, all non-essential subscriptions and luxury spending categories get automatically blocked. No restaurants, no entertainment subscriptions, no convenience purchases. This isn't about punishment. It's about recalibration. When you spend freely 11 months of the year, you stop noticing what you actually value. The quarterly reset forces conscious evaluation. AI tools make this seamless now. Apps like Rocket Money can pause subscriptions automatically on a schedule. Smart banking tools can block entire merchant categories for specified periods. Calendar integrations send reminders and motivation throughout the blackout month. The wealthy use these periods strategically. 1 month of zero restaurant spending for a family of 4 saves an average of $800 to $1,200 based on USDA data, showing families spend 25 to 35% of food budgets dining out. Multiply across 4 quarters, and that's $3,200 to $4,800 yearly, saved through temporary elimination, not permanent deprivation. The psychological benefit is equally valuable. After 30 days without something, you realize whether you actually miss it. 73% of people who complete a luxury elimination month cancel at least 1 subscription permanently, according to a 2025 survey by Bankrate. That creates perpetual savings from a temporary experiment. Poor people try to quit everything forever and fail. Rich people automate strategic breaks and recalibrate what actually matters. Wealthy people negotiate relentlessly, but they don't do it themselves anymore. They use AI negotiation tools that handle the uncomfortable conversations for them. Services like Trim, Rocket Money, and newer AI platforms like BillShark use automated systems to negotiate bills, cancel subscriptions, and reduce recurring costs. Here's what makes this a rich person habit. They deploy these tools on everything, not just when money is tight. The AI negotiates their cable bill, phone plan, insurance premiums, credit card interest rates, and subscription costs simultaneously. The average American could save $600 to $1,200 yearly through negotiation, according to consumer advocacy data. But 91% never negotiate because it feels awkward or time-consuming. Wealthy people eliminated both barriers by letting AI handle it. The newer systems use natural language processing to craft persuasive negotiation scripts based on successful patterns from millions of previous negotiations. They know exactly which phrases work with Comcast versus Verizon versus insurance companies. Some advanced users take this further with AI-powered contract analysis tools. Before signing anything with recurring costs, they run the contract through AI legal review tools that flag unfavorable terms and suggest specific negotiation points. This works for gym memberships, phone contracts, software subscriptions, and service agreements. The wealthy treat every recurring cost as negotiable and use AI to execute the negotiation without spending mental energy or emotional capital. The average person accepts the first price and loses thousands yearly as a result. Rich people didn't get wealthy from credit card rewards, but they use AI to optimize every purchase in ways most people never consider. The difference is systematic stacking using machine learning tools. Apps like Max Rewards and Card Pointers use AI to analyze your spending patterns, credit card portfolio, and merchant category codes to tell you exactly which card to use for each purchase. This isn't about 2% versus 3% cashback. It's about exploiting temporary promotions, rotating bonus categories, and merchant-specific offers that change constantly. The AI tracks everything humans forget. That grocery store is coded as a warehouse club this month, which means your Amex triggers 6% back instead of the usual 1%. Your usual gas station is running a chase offer for $5 back on $15 purchases, stackable with your regular 3%. These opportunities appear and disappear constantly. Manual tracking is impossible, but AI excels at it. Wealthy families using these optimization tools extract an additional $300 to $700 yearly from spending they'd do anyway, according to data from Maximizer apps. That's passive income from algorithmic awareness. They extend this to shopping portals, using AI browser extensions that automatically activate the highest cashback portal for every online purchase. Tools like Capital One Shopping and Rakuten AI enhanced versions compare rates across dozens of portals in real time and apply the best one automatically. The average person shops directly and leaves free money unclaimed. Wealthy people let AI ensure they never pay full price or miss available rewards. It's not about being cheap. It's about being systematically optimized. The most counterintuitive habit is this. Wealthy people use AI predictive models to spend future money today in strategically advantageous ways. This sounds insane, but the logic is airtight. AI financial planning tools can predict your expenses 5, 10, or 20 years out with remarkable accuracy. They factor in inflation, lifestyle changes, family planning, and economic trends. With that data, wealthy people make bulk purchases or long-term commitments when prices are favorable. Example: AI projects you'll spend $45,000 on car purchases over the next 15 years based on your replacement patterns. Interest rates are currently low, and electric vehicle tax credits are available this year, but phasing out. The AI recommendation is to purchase now and finance at 3.9%, rather than wait and likely pay 7% in a higher rate environment later. The difference is thousands in interest costs. This applies to healthcare through health savings account maximization, education through 529 pre-funding when tax benefits are optimal, and insurance through long-term rate locks when actuarial data suggests premiums will rise. The wealthy use AI to time major expenses strategically rather than reacting when need becomes urgent. The average person waits until the car dies, then pays whatever the market demands at that moment. Wealthy people let AI identify the optimal purchase windows and act preemptively when conditions favor the buyer. This requires capital reserves, which creates a wealth-building cycle. Those with reserves can exploit timing advantages, which generates savings that build larger reserves, which creates more opportunities to exploit advantageous timing. AI removes the guesswork from these strategic decisions by processing more variables than human analysis can handle. Here's what to do today. Pick one habit from this list and automate it this week. Not all 7, just one. If you choose expense tracking, download an AI financial app tonight and link your accounts. If you choose negotiation, sign up for a bill negotiation service and let it run for 30 days. If you choose rewards optimization, install a card optimization browser extension before your next purchase. Wealthy people didn't implement all these habits simultaneously. They built them incrementally over years. The difference between them and everyone else is they started. AI made these habits accessible to anyone with a smartphone and internet connection. The tools that were exclusive to wealth managers 5 years ago now cost less than a streaming subscription. Pick one habit, automate it, measure the results for 60 days. Then come back and implement another. That's how you build wealth systematically instead of accidentally.